Guys, what's going on? So we are looking at a Wednesday. We've had a fantastic week. Yesterday, we racked in around $4,000 with Euro and USD pair, and we're going to try to quickly bring in some cash, the same just like yesterday, today. So we're going to kind of take a look and see what's going on. I have not looked at the market as it was yesterday, but only now I'm looking at it, and I'm going to share my screen with you right now. Okay. All right. So taking a look. So here were our windows of opportunities yesterday. We can see that throughout the course of the time, now this is the 1 minute, that it did dip down well below those. And we're still below those, right? So it doesn't really matter, but we're going to clear those out right now. And for those of you that are just joining, you can take a look and see our account at $246,217, which we started yesterday at 242. And we're going to try to get as close as possible to 250,000, right? And that's our real account. Our demo account's the same. Hasn't really came up any. So let's take a look, right? So 4-hour time frame to get our biased. Definitely a downtrend bias right off the bat. 4-hour time frame. Let's go to the 1. It's picking up still. We have higher lows. I'm sorry, lower highs and lower lows. So kind of gives us an idea of where we are, right? So we don't really need to go anywhere else. And this is going to be the euro dollar. We're not going to do the crude oil yet either way. 82% just is not where I want it to be today. So we'll stay away from there. We don't need a trend line, even though it's kind of climbing up for the minute. We're still going to ride the bullish candles down. So let's get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 6. Space these out just a taste, so it's a little easier to drag them. And there we go, about right here. Obviously, this is one right here. Pretty strong. This one. This one. And honestly, right around in here. I don't think we'll reach there today. And we're going to check tip, tip there. Kind of a tip here. Stupid marker. There we go. Yeah, it's about right. We'll check it as we go to a little further. And we're gonna wait for our opportunity. That's 500. We don't want to do that. We're gonna do 200, and you can see here's our trades from yesterday. Yeah, just above my head right here is the ending. So this is everything we made. We did 4 grand in 5 trades. So it won't be that same way today, but let's crank it down to about 223. Let's see what we got going on. Go to our open, and maybe we can double up on this as well. And we're gonna wait and see. Yep. Maybe to roll it over. And it might be a bad one. $1,000 is what we're always aiming for as a goal marker. And I want to zoom in here. Pay attention to this. Yeah, there we go. Kind of a bad jump down when I was clicking on the double up. So it's a bad position, honestly, but it's just kind of how it did. Let's see how we're going to play out. So $1,000 is what we're always trying to aim at for a daily trading goal. So if we get that, that's already fantastic, which you can kind of see like right here. We have 1,700 coming out of 384. And we need to crank up the time too, because it was not enough time. We barely made it through. So I want it to be just a little bit longer. You can see from here, 1, 2, 3 candles around, but that's a strong one. That's not always the case, right? So 1, 2, 3, about 3 minutes. So we want kind of around that area before the candle starts to clean and come up. So that's kind of the idea. About 30 seconds here. No, I could have entered like a new trade here, and we're going to start doing that too a little bit later on as we start entering a new window just to kind of double stack on trades. But I like to stay focused and see what's going on so that way I can assess all of my expenditures coming in. There we go, 1,500 bucks. Perfect trades, right off the bat. So now I have a little bit of play money coming in. Do not enter a trade here as we're in between the support and resistance, and it could really go anywhere. And playing it smart, but smart money is the best money. Take that risk for 2 minutes and 41. Either way, it was a good risk. We're gonna make some good money today. Yeah. And a good rule that you can kind of follow too is see how it's kind of bouncing down from that. What would be causing it? Right. So something here is giving that pressure, and it could be this one right here. So to have like a temporary marker or line highlighting that you can see some pushback, it can kind of give you insight on should you really enter right through here, especially considering that we have countdown timers, right? $500 came in. There we go. Further down, the better, especially consider we have 3 minutes left and we want to see it nosedive, creating that gap between our entries. That way, any kind of price movement coming in, uh, we're a good ways away. Because essentially, stop losses is your countdown timer, but without actually keeping you from losing money, you'll lose money, right? So it kind of acts like that. It's your take profit and your stop loss. That's your timer in a way, except that there is no insurance. So if you get, I mean, you get stop lost, you lose your money completely. You can't put a stop loss even when you're in the plus, like how you can on typical markets. I really want this to close out, and this will be our last trade because it is absolutely awesome to walk away with that. So we might just do, we just might get to 250,000. And here, because we have the wicks on the bottom, I don't want to double up anymore because it's already kind of iffy. It would just be an unnecessary risk, just because it shows us that it's really fighting to go further down, and the chances of it being a successful trade is uh, not so likely. So we don't want to see that. And it shows that the buyers are kind of coming in because everybody's seeing that and they're thinking, oh, buyers are coming in. And then they start buying. And when that happens a lot, it drives the price action up. So we want to stay away from that. We got 1 minute left. If we can survive it, we'll be doing pretty good. I wonder if I will be 0-0 or 0-0. God, sorry. Um, if I'll be like 4-0, 5-0. Oh, more than that. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-0. Just curious. 18 seconds. You would think that I already have it, and I'm not celebrating just. Okay, now I can celebrate. Okay, good deal. That risk paid off. And jackpot, 5 grand, 5,760 bucks, which puts us at, and we did it. Hell yeah, $250,000. So we racked in another 4K today in total. Is it 4K, 4 5, something like that. So let's take a look. Yep, we had all perfect trades today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9-0. 9 successful entries today. 9 of them. And perfect. So we were able to get in there right off at a good start. That's beautiful. So very happy for that. Okay, well, just kind of take a look at the crypto and see what it's doing. Perfect. Everything sucks in crypto market. This is why I didn't want to touch it too much. But hell yeah. All right, I'm very highly satisfied. Where did we enter in at? Like right here? Ah, we entered about like right here, wrote it down. Yeah, here we won some, and then here. So big windows. Those big windows are always the money makers if you can get in. Hell yeah. All right. That's what I like seeing right there, man. Now, of course, it would have been like a lot better if it was $1,000 trades, but we were doing like $200, and then we were rolling them over and then doubling up on them, and that's kind of like that was the thing that really brought them in because it's only like 200 and 300 were the only ones, and then like we doubled up on the 400 twice, redoubled up on the well, doubled up on the 600 5 times. So that's where we brought in the money at, just because we could see how the price action was moving based on the candles and the wicks. All right, what an easy trading day. And 250 grand. That's awesome. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. Perfect. Perfect execution. All right, so that's it. So we have to think like we went 4 times over what our daily goal is in 2 days. $8,000. That's 5 grand over what we make in a week, anyway. So it's like it's perfect. So we've jumped up honestly $20,000 within a week. So we were at 232, $18,000. I'm sorry, 18 grand in like a week. So you've seen it live right off the bat. So, all right, so call this one a quits, guys. Thank you for watching. Join me again for Friday, and we're just gonna keep riding this and to see where it's gonna go. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.